You seem pretty calm. It's almost streaming off of you. A lot calmer than you were on Paragus when I first met you. Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance to that old witch back there. Alright, what did you want to know? Huh? What are you talking... Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much. Yeah, so what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect. Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands. Alright?
Yes. Another visitor? You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave. You have to see Administrator Adari first. You're one of the salvagers, right? Your ship looks banged up enough to be part of that lot, but you look different. Then who are you? The only recent visitors we've had on DANTOOINE have been salvagers, and a slew of mercenaries. Just to see the sights, right? You're just another salvager. Go see Administrator Adari in Kunda if you want to get in. Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared. The Administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government. She was the agricultural administrator of DANTOOINE. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up, but after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started... The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibroblade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the Administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on Cath hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenary. A farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the Cath hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of this... Have you ever sliced a Jedi security door? The old ruins are secure from salvagers unless they get permission from Adari. Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the Administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need it.
What do you want? I don't have time for... Can't you tell? I'm a mechanic. In fact, I'm the only mechanic here in Kunda. I'm just... That damned alien has set up a shop outside Kunda. Yes. I'd like to see you do a better job at fixing...
Sorry, this door is blocked off.
Charanana gundoso remina ke lorak guru kakpada. Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre baba no flank turu na sagadinch. Grava we teriwana jun konata delvero. Relive kuronto so mele grima con corre gin pasa. Teriwana jun konata delvero guno. Charanana gun.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us?
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adari. Her office is directly behind this room.
Are you waiting for the Administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. I'm here to get another pat in the back from the Administrator and hear how unfortunate my situation is. I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now. I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the Administrator or Zeron doesn't... Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then, they sell what they find back to us at inflated price. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my... But I can't farm with... A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and the hydroprocessors. I suppose you could. Actually, if you could go to the salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator. I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you. That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the... And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. Of course not. I'm trying to stabilize an entire planet. An exchange bounty, no matter how abundant, is right or wrong. Our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters, and I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. Indeed, true coincidence seems very rare in the affairs of Jedi, my friend. Let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know, I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him? From what I know about you, you have all of the equipment you need to deal with the sublevel. I do realize the Jedi ordered this. The sublevel is dangerous enough that the salvagers have not managed to properly search it. There are many artifacts of value. Normally, I ask. In your case, however, you can take whatever you find without. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger. Is there anything else? Like many parts of Dantooine, the sublevel of the Enclave has become infested with dangerous creatures. Large, vicious insects called Lagrex have made the sub-level. Several salvagers have reportedly been injured or killed by the Lagrex. I would expect a Jedi to fare better against the creatures than the salvagers. But Vrook has not returned in some time. Is there anything else I can assist you? There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia. Besides that, just listen. To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended. I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret.
Your luck is not in the city. You are no friendly greeting. Many of the weak are skilled in manners, but I am done being inconvenienced by you.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about... Well, call me a defective protocol droid. Manners, right. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zeron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you haven't... This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, the mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. Dantooine has had mercenaries on it for years. I've talked with some, and they're not unreasonable. There's got to be some sort of compromise we can both live with. We haven't been able to prove the mercenaries have done anything terribly wrong. And I believe them. I don't think they're involved. It's just dangerous. I think we should be working on getting along. That's a good way of looking at it. I may not agree with the captain, but I guess I should make everyone fall. I still worry that he may provoke the mercenaries into something more dangerous. But... All right, stay out of trouble now.
Dochi monas runta, yun bola. Posoma britushniki bamba bora. Posoma britushniki bamba bora. Dino morirà nibonon. Posoma britushniki bamba bora. Fasa susho wi. Kan Osman funi wado ni puta na sapa. Toki doki ni kamaren suni. Dawanga nochi. Ciao du so jamara. Chorhe.
There is often opportunity in challenges. If you got any other reason for... There are better places to explore and better people to know. I'm sure you got questions of your own. And if you're interested, you want something. I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. 2,000 credits. Very. Kinrath you see on the plains aren't as tough as the ones inside the caves. That's all I can ask. You want something? Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable all the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day the whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game but that was a fair fight. There were witnesses. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired. You want...
Yes. Have you come? Then ask. Atris herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel I know her, yes. Because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger. I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always, one quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand, then you will need the That is why Atris and the others blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible.
get this over with. This won't take long.
How do you like that?
Take them down. This won't take long.
Let us focus.
Take them down. Take them down. Let's get this over with. Let me handle this.
This shall not stop us for long.
Whoa!